button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. You guys ever heard when we were talking about it's like either or in terms of the portrait or the plaque on the wall? You guys remember that conversation? Lex, were you here for that? So this is the question: do women deserve to have the career and the family? So oftentimes you see women who are highly successful, like especially corporate, and oftentimes they're single because it's super difficult to obtain both, right? Because of some of the traits and characteristics that you have to absorb and exude to be successful in that type of environment, right? And some of those traits and characteristics, right, which people can consider masculine, men don't prefer, and therefore you end up alone. But at least you had the great career and you chased that dream. But oftentimes women are missing that plaque, that or portrait that's on the wall. And I'm at using the word deserve because I'm hoping it'll make the answers more direct. So I'm not forcing y'all to say have a definitive answer because it's Tuesday, but I'm seeing if I can get something more, I don't know, concrete. Do women deserve to have the career and the family? Do women deserve to have the career and the family? Go ahead, Nay.
I think you deserve to have whatever you put your mind to, one, and whatever you work towards. So if you're working towards a good career, you deserve to have that. If you're working towards having a good family, but knowing your, I guess you could say knowing your role, then yeah, you should be able to have that. I mean, it's hard to have both. I know I've been there. It definitely is hard to have both. But I think if you say, okay, well, I wanna be married one day, so I need to kind of maybe not tone down, but be able to understand how to be a wife and how to be a worker, how to have a career, and that can be hard to do. But I think you deserve to have whatever you work towards. If you're working towards that, then yeah, you deserve it.
You think you can work towards both?
It is very hard because there are some women that feel like, okay, I'm independent and I don't need that, or I'm not going to give up my career for anybody. And I'll be honest, I have been that person. So once you start to learn yourself and work towards that, then yeah, you can have it. I think it can be obtainable. It is hard for some women if you have that mindset of being independent and I don't need nobody for anything, which I have been that before, and I had to learn the hard way. So yeah, you can. It's obtainable.
Yeah, okay.
So I think
Please.
if a woman decides to have a family, then I don't think that she deserves to have both. And I'm only going to speak for myself. I love being a CPS social worker. I love it. But it was taking me away from my son. And he's at the age where he started acting up, like really acting up. So I needed a job where I could be at home more so that I can keep him in line. I think I owe more to him than I owe to myself. So in that sense of the world, no, I don't think women deserve to have both. If you choose the family, then I think that's where your priority should lie.
But you said staying home. You can still be a remote worker and have your family. Because I work remotely, but I still have my family and I still have my career. I have
I,
both.
I said that. I said you can't. I mean, I can't be in the job that I want to be in. I can't be in the career that I want to be in because it was taking me away. So as long
Mm,
as the career that I'm in is keeping me where I can still be a mom to my child, then
mm,
I owe that to him.
word. Okay, Ish. Yeah. Lex, what you think?
I kind of agree with what Aisha was saying. I think, I guess for a different wording, I think for women, there are certain sacrifices you have to make. If you do want a career and a family, I can only speak to a certain degree because like I don't have kids, but just seeing like how my mom raised us and my sister, there was a lot of things that they sacrificed and they didn't go the career route. They went the family route. And I think I'm pretty sure most of the women on this panel can also agree that there are certain things that they had to sacrifice, whether it was in their career or with their family. To answer the question, absolutely. I think women deserve to have career and family, but realistically, does it happen? I mean, maybe a small percent, maybe a percentage, but not the majority.
Yeah. I think the effective nature of doing both is unrealistic. So, and I don't know if we did just because everything is out there. I don't know if we necessarily deserve to have it. What you think, bro?
You deserve to have anything you put your mind to, but I think I said this before on the podcast. You can't do everything at once effectively.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do everything at once effectively because something falls between the cracks. Whether it's you're a parent, a single parent working and taking care of kids and not taking care of yourself, or you're taking care of yourself and you're working and climbing the ladder and your kids are not getting the attention that they need. Um, Something falls through the cracks. So I don't think it is effective to have everything all at once.
Hmm.
So I have a question. So, because I took it as a woman that's married. So, does women deserve to have their career in a family? Yes, I think we kind of say resounding yes. You deserve it, and it's what you go after, what you desire. But can she have the career in the family? I think so. Can she do it if she has a husband that and they have a true partnership? Um, and they work together, I don't see why it can't happen and it still be just as effective in both the career and the family. And everyone still work together as a unit and it still be a healthy, prosperous, and viable unit if they're all working together.
I think it goes back to what Steve Harvey just said. I can change my light bulb. Do I want to stand up on the chair and do it?
That's not what I'm saying. I said, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if a husband and a wife are working together. So like Esha, if the wife loves her job, why can't she continue to do it? She loves it. It's not because she has to or feels to eat, she has to work. She does it because she actually loves doing her job. And her husband understands that and supports that. And they work together as a unit. And they can both have their careers and have a prosperous, healthy family. I don't see why that is so seemingly unattainable or just so far-fetched when you have
I'm not
a
saying it's
partnership working together.
I'm not saying it's
attainable.
far-fetched. What I'm saying is it something falls through the cracks when you do that. Whether it's the husband saying he's not getting enough attention or she's not home. She's not present in the household or he's not present in the household. So I mean, there's a man I was talking to and he was saying that he has the Superman Lois Lane complex. I mean, he feels like he got to save everybody around him. And that is not effective when you're in a relationship or trying to build a family because you are taking
You have to have that complex though. Like that right there, he's operating out of a deficit. So he should get therapy for that.
I don't think it's out of a deficit. I just think that some people are trained to believe that they're supposed to be saving their family and they're supposed to go so far as to take care of their family. I just think that that's what it is. But at the same time, if he gets a wife and she's used to her family coming together and doing everything together, but then it's only him having to take care of his mother's house and their family and his siblings and all of that type of stuff, that's a lie. And it takes away from his immediate household. And that's the same thing for a woman. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve it. I'm not saying she can't do it. I'm saying something falls through the cracks when that happens. You can't operate at a high capacity level and think that you're going to get everything all at once at the same time.
I can agree with that when it comes to being a single parent, like to be honest, because you have that where you're like, okay, I'm trying to do the career, but I also want a family. That's why I put myself in it because that was me. And so it made it really difficult for me to date and find somebody because I'm like, all right, I want to build a family. I want to date somebody and they be understanding. But I was like, well, I have kids, but I also want a career. And so I was choosing career in some sense over the kids because I found myself, to Isha's point, I found myself away from my kids more. But I was also a single person coming from a really, really bad situation. So I did that. And then it was like, okay, I learned my lesson in that, but I still now I'm able to have the career and able to have the family because I created a sense of balance and structure in my life. So I can do it. And now I have a partner. So it makes it a little bit easier, yes. But it can be hard. It's not that it's not obtainable. That's what I'm saying. It is obtainable. It is more difficult, but it is obtainable. And I still feel like you deserve it. I put my mind to it and I worked hard to have a good career. I put my mind to it and I worked hard to be able to have a family life and establish that. So I feel like you deserve whatever you work and go towards. That's where I was coming from with it.
Okay. Let me get sis. Go ahead, sis.
I don't know, I have a lot of thoughts. They're all over it. But I think it just varies on, I think it just depends on the person and the situation, because children could come from a two-parent home and be the next school shooter, and look, something done fell through the cracks. So I think it just depends on how that individual, meaning your children, just grow up and develop as individuals. I think it's in them. Like whatever they're gonna grow up to be is in them, I think, from birth. And I think developmentally, it just, you build upon, and, they grow up, and then you get what you get. I think that, women should definitely go. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think that women should definitely go after what they want because it's fulfilling. If I didn't go to work every day, I don't know, like that helps with my overall mental health, So, and I think that it matters. I think that women should just do what they know they should do and feel they should do, despite you know, what situation they're in. Sorry. Can you still hear me?
Yeah. You tell a friend to tell a friend, and we out.
Who's still on?
This Might Be Risky sponsorship package is here. Have your ad run on our live streaming episodes, linked in the video description and attached to our many hot take clips. The channel is fast growing with thousands of views and subscribers. Don't miss your chance to grow your business on one of the fastest growing platforms on YouTube. Join the family today. This might be risky. Email us at thismightberisky@gmail.com if interested. #Indeed, #Do the right thing.